they're dumping shit on them and they're falling and doing all this stuff, fucking with them. So, it's quite entertaining. So it's very good. And one of my two books, my two, I would say big ones. I guess all my Marvel books were among my favorites, but probably the biggest two of the week for me from Marvel. Hawkeye number 11, an all pizza dog tale. It was really good. I think a lot of the reviews, a lot of people I've seen, it's pretty much been getting almost perfect scores everywhere. I really liked it. I thought it was really fun and really entertaining. I do think it's getting a little bit overblown how good it is. I think it's about as good as Hawkeye is most of the time. It's always a really great book. But Fraction writes most of it from the point of view of the dog, so it is really entertaining. You'll get little bits and pieces of conversation because he can't make out the words because he's a fucking dog, so get some of the letters. And you get to see in one part it's pretty funny. He runs into another dog that's funny, and the other dog looks like it's going to ignore him, so he puts his tail in between his legs, starts to walk off, and he looks back. The other dog's smiling, so he smiles. So that's good. And then Fraction can't get the dog to come in, so he has to tempt him with pizza. He has to feed him some pizza to get him to come in the house, because of course he's pizza dog. And it's good, and it's cool too, because it does also move the story along. It would have been easy for him just to have Pizza Dog go out on a little adventure that had nothing to do with what's going on, but it starts out of him investigating the death of the Grills, the Hawkeye guy. Yeah, he's investigating the death of Grills, and so he's tracking down some bros and doing some other stuff too. And then at the end, I won't ruin the end of it, but at the end, another big thing happens. So it's a really good issue. And then, man, probably my favorite comic from the week, probably the best comic I would say from the week that I got, is Daredevil number 27. It was just really, really good. It's always good. Last week's was great, and this week is really awesome. You get to see they tie up the story with Bullseye, and it's just fantastic. If you saw last week, Daredevil was getting fucked up, and he figured out that Bullseye was behind it, even though Bullseye's fucking living in an urn, and it's just looking out the front of it. That's basically what he's doing. He's almost in a fucking shredder suit that doesn't do any, or a Krang.
Pretty bad shape.
He's in Krang's outfit, but it doesn't move, and he can't do anything from it, just the headpiece on it. He's just fucked up, but of course he's got a one-up on Daredevil because he's got somebody fucking Daredevil up, and then at the beginning of the issue, he lays out the fact that basically that he's got fucking other people. Daredevil thinks he's in good shape, but he's got other people that are going to fuck up everybody that's close to Daredevil. So he's got other people that he's hired that are out that Daredevil can't protect, such as Foggy and so forth and so on. But then that's just kind of the first half of the comics, and the rest of it ensues, and it's really, really, really awesome. So, yeah, man, it's one of the best issues of Daredevil in this epic 27 issue run by Mark Waid. It's one of the best issues there is. And I really love, Sam Neill on the art. He hasn't been on it the whole time. It's Rivera was at the beginning. And when they switched artists, I was bummed, man. But I think Sam Neill's even better on Daredevil. It's just, it looks great, and it's just really good. Could recommend it, man. It'd be really hard, but if I was, out of all the Marvel books I get, if you were to get one, I'd probably say to get Daredevil.
It's a fantastic book. It really touches on, if it was a movie or a TV series, it would give you so many things, because it's touching, it's comedic, it's serious, it's a lot of plot twists and turns. Very cool. Back to a topic we were talking about earlier, just to clarify that, the little light bulb went off in my head. Yes, the foot definitely is based off of the hand, because the Ninja Turtles' origin is a tribute to Daredevil. That's something I totally forgot about. The ooze that turns them into turtles is allegedly, even though it's obviously not the same universe, is the same ooze that blinded Matt Murdock. So yeah, that's what the Ninja Turtle creators, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, have gone on record as saying that. So with the hand being a Daredevil original thing, really where they came from, definitely the foot would be a tribute to the hand.
Yeah, that would make it pretty likely, yeah.
Awesome.
Alright, well that's my huge stack.
That's one stack down, one stack to go. I'll try to be brief, folks. Start off with Justice League Dark in the New 52, number 21, issues called Love and Death and the End of the World. And features what they advertised to be a little romantic entanglement between Deadman and Madame Xanadu. It's not really what the fuck happens at all. This is prone for DC's the worst on those
They are.
the cover sales. I love DC Comics, but man,
they are. They show you an issue like somebody has a sword to their neck, and they're like, how are they going to get out of this situation? And then that just doesn't happen in the comic. It's just about people fucking selling lemonade.
Right. So, this is the end of this most recent arc with the Flash and Swamp Thing teaming up with Justice League Dark here to take on Dr. Destiny. A couple of crazy revelations from this. One, you learn that Dr. Destiny is the son of Madame Xanadu, and she explains why she abandoned him because she saw the future and all possible outcomes, knew that he was going to be a piece of shit who killed people, so she just left him on a doorstep or some shit. Swamp Thing, in the meantime, connects with the green in the lumber of the House of Mystery and possesses the house, and it then whips Dr. Destiny's ass. And the romantic thing that they talk about is that in one of the potential futures that Madame Xanadu sees that the world ends, she falls in love with Dead Man and they end up having a relationship. But she never tells him that because
the world would have to end first.
Exactly. So that's the end of that arc. So very cool, and it says up next Trinity War. So they're heading steamrolling into Trinity War
next month.
It's coming, baby. Next would be Justice League of America number 5. Speaking of this, moving ahead into Trinity War, this also will be the end of the first arc, probably be the first collected edition of JLA. And we find out what happened to Catwoman.
Let me guess, she's not dead.
Well, of course. There's a nice teaser. They're like, oh, we're going to keep teasing you all the way to the cover of the next issue with a coffin with the flag on it and the Hawkman, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter hands.
Then on the inside, she's like, hi, guys.
But let's see. One of the villains here comes down in the secret society and is checking. He's like, why is there blood boiling? Well, let's see. If you and I are about to give each other a high five because we called this shit.
Knew it.
It was Martian Manhunter all along.
Knew it before I read it.
Which, hey, I mean, cool. It's a plot device. DC didn't hard sell it in their solicits and try to make a bunch of money off of it.
It wasn't a Requiem.
Right. And it ended up being a cool moment for the JLA. They whipped the hell out of Professor Ivo and Paleface. This Paleface is a mystery. He even tells Catwoman his real name is a secret. They make allusions to the fact that possibly he has something to do with the Joker and Two-Face. Because he flips the coin, but he's got the bleached skin, and he's an interesting villain. I'll say that much. He's definitely a menacing guy.
I hope he doesn't turn out to be too cool, because that name's really going to harbor him down.
Yeah, Paleface is not.
Paleface can't become A-list, but
we also see Stargirl defy Amanda Waller's orders to be the PR representative and not get involved in the fights because the team needs her desperately as they're getting their asses whipped. We find that the Secret Society is harboring this man named Kronos, who has
a trigger.
Yeah, he does. He secretes temporal energy, a fuel he can utilize for a variety of things, including personal time travel. We come to find out he's not actually a villain, but he has been captured by the Secret Society. So they find him, they let him go. Crazy shit happens. Amanda Waller says, you know what, these guys are crazy. They're never going to be able to take on the Justice League. We're disbanding the JLA. What the fuck?
Doubt it.
And of course, Steve Trevor's like, okay, fine, do it. You're fucking stupid. And she comes back on her word and says, well, that was just a test. Because Steve Trevor didn't want the job at first, see? And so, when he does want it, then she's like, oh,
Amanda Waller, she's a real dick.
Yeah, she really sucks. Also, Dr. Light has been born in the New 52. This will be a new non-rapist Dr. Light, according to because he was one of the most maligned villains in the pre-New 52 continuity for his rape of Sue Dibney.
It's 50% more lied, 100% less rape.
So he's got a new name and everything, and another great Martian Manhunter backup talking about his morphing into Catwoman and that whole plan. So that was cool. Continues to be a very strong book from Jeff Johns and company. On to Aquaman number 21, keeping the Jeff Johns theme going. Very Mira heavy issue.
Those are always good.
We learn another bit more about her past in previous issue. A little revelation was dropped that she had a husband, a secret husband. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Well, we find out that that's not quite as horrible as it appears, but that she was indeed sent from her colony, her culture, to seduce and murder Aquaman, and she actually
hinted on that like earlier in the books, so I guess it's finally coming to fruition.
Yeah, but she admits that she fell in love with him and couldn't see it through, and that's why she abandoned the mission. So now she's got to face her old people who she ditched.
She's like, "What do you want? We have a place. I have an aqua dog now. I mean, I can't just end this."
There's very little Arthur in this issue, but he is slowly doing the Lord of the Rings trek in the background, getting to this society where Mira is located.
Swimming.
And he finds the old king, the dead king of Atlantis that they talked about, where they had the dead king's scepter and everything, and he actually is there. So looks like some shit's about to hit the fan for old Arthur Curry.
It's like, "Isn't your name the Dead King?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just thought it sounded badass. I'm alive as fuck." He's like, "Yeah, okay."
And rounding up our new 52 coverage for this week, The Flash number 21, one of the finest issues of this book yet. It is his first meet-up with Kid Flash. Take you a little back into the Flash continuity. Several people from several people from Central City got abducted into the Speed Force. When they came back, they all had some sort of Speed Force related power. Since then, in the background of other storylines that has been going on, some mysterious force has been murdering each of those people that got a little bit of the Speed Force power. So the Flash is trying to figure out who the fuck is doing it. Come to light, it's Reverse Flash, of course. They revealed that in the last couple of issues. But he thinks that this Kid Flash might know something about it. So he goes to hunt him down, and this is about, of course, what happens. But just look at that fucking beautiful splash page there. I mean, you can't see it, obviously, over the airwaves, but check it out. Francis Manapul is the man when it comes to these. He and J.H. Williams III, really, from Batwoman, have this down to... it's a science. It's a craft. It's an art form. They always do like 1 or 2 page opening splash pages, title pages, where they'll show the title of the arc, where they're at. DC Comics presents, and this one it's just the Flash chasing after Kid Flash, and it's one of the most magnificent pieces I've seen in the new 52. It really comes to life. Really looks like these guys are moving, and it's a printed picture on your page. It's amazing. And the art's just consistent all the way through in that respect. So glad to have Francis Manapul back on the book in the art capacity. He's back from a brief sabbatical. Flash comes to find out after interrogating this kid that he's not the threat and, of course, is not behind the murders. They avoid the fact of Kid Flash letting him know his name is Bart Allen. So that's going to be interesting. Barry has no idea that he's actually from... Well, in the old continuity, it was from the future, and they haven't revealed in this one, so he's probably from Earth 2, is what I'm going to guess.
Could be.
Yeah, Barry has no idea that he's an Allen. And, of course, Reverse Flash is still on the warpath and claims another victim there at the end. So this is heating up. Very well-built story, and I'm looking forward to the payoff. And that's the end of the new 52. On to the Marvel Universe. Got plenty more there. Got a whole 5 more from the Marvel Universe. We'll start with a little Guardians of the Galaxy, number 4. And a lot of Brian Michael Bendis in our pull lists this week, and that's never a bad thing.
It's unavoidable.
Never
You're right, so many books.
Because he's doing it up. And this one, my favorite issue of Guardians yet, actually, next to the Origin issue. They have just had a big victory. Peter Quill's estranged father, the King of Spartax, tried to capture the Guardians for disobeying his new rule that no alien hand may touch the planet Earth. The Guardians barely escaped his grasp, but